here we are at the Blue Line Arena for an exciting evening of flat track roller derby as the Grand Forks Sugar Beaters take on their rivals. In May 2010, Cheryl Lawson and Kelly Gray decided that Fargo was too far to commute to take part in roller derby, so they recruited some ladies in search of something. These ladies did not realize what something was until they donned their skates and equipment and hopped and sometimes fell on the track.
I am here speaking with one of the founders of the Sugar Beaters, the league that is skating tonight at the arena. Her name is Cheryl Lawson, and she can tell you a little bit about how the Sugar Beaters came to be as one of the founding women. I'll turn it over to you, Cheryl. What was your inspiration to start an organization like this?
Okay. Well, I saw an article in the paper that Bemidji had a team started, and as a kid, I grew up roller skating and watching roller derby with my dad, and so it always was there as a child that I always wanted to be a roller derby person. So a friend and I just kind of connected on the roller skating part and put up flyers, and the girls came and joined, and it's been hard work, but we're here 4 years later still.
I understand that it took a while to get the funding going and to get sponsors, but now that you've passed all the speed bumps, that you're going full speed ahead roller derby racing, and that all of your work is free as volunteers and is given to different charities in the communities?
That's correct. Yep. It was, getting started, it was fun at first getting the sponsors, and it still is fun. We have different venues in town here that sponsor us, and us girls pay money each month to be a roller derby person. And then everybody that helps us at the games, they all volunteer their time. And with that, we've created a community where we are giving back to different charities. That allows us to give the monies from the tickets and that back to different charities in town here. So we usually try to highlight a charity at each game, and it also gives the girls a learning experience with, raising the money, running a business, and giving back to the community. It forms a bond for the community with us that a lot of them didn't have before. And we didn't realize at starting the team that that's how it was going to be. But as we grew into this, we realized how much it actually taught us.
Do you compete yourself in the roller derby competitions?
I do. I play as a blocker and a pivot, and I love it. It becomes a part of who you are once you start doing this. It's invigorating. It's such a growing experience, and it's fun.
I think it's fabulous that you have founded something like this for women to empower them, inspire them, that you've brought together such a wonderful group of volunteers, and I'm so excited to see you all compete tonight and bring in money for communities. So congratulations on a job well done for putting this all together. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out and watching us and supporting us and giving us the interviews too, because that helps us grow. So thank you.
Okay, Sugar Beaters, roll on. Congratulations, and roll on to victory.
Thank you.
Hello, I understand your name is Cruel Runnins. How did you come about getting that name as a rollerblader?
It took me a while to find my name, and I was in the car one day with my mom, who is our head ref in Bemidji, and I was just playing with names, and I liked the movie Cool Runnings, and that's how I got Cruel Runnins.
And tell me how you got started in rollerblading, and when did you begin rollerblading, and why has it become your passion?
Well, as of January of this year, it'll be my third season with Dade City Rollers. We started, me and my sister and my mom all signed up at the same time. Saw it on TV, went to a recruitment party, and been skating ever since.
I understand tonight that you are up against the local competition, the Sugar Beaters. What do you think is going to be the turnout?
Well, we have batted against them quite a few times, but tonight's actually kind of different because it's a mixer. So we have Sugar Beaters on our team and others from different teams, local teams around the area, and a couple of us. So it's a little bit different. It's really fun doing a mixer. They're a good team, and I'm excited to play with them.
Is it true that all of the skaters on both sides and in the leagues volunteer their time to compete and do not get paid for competing and that all the money that is raised for your competitions goes to juvenile charities and adult charities as well in community?
Yeah, we all just volunteer time. We do it because we love the sport. We actually all pay into our sport for our venues and for, like you said, local charities and outreaches. We do fundraisers for different organizations too. So yeah, it's just because we love the game.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic. So wishing you a fun and good time tonight, and thank you for contributing to charities across this Red River Valley, and excited to watch you tonight.
Thank you. We're excited too.
I'm now going to talk to a competitor from the Sugar Beaters named Tice Baby. Tice Baby, what a great name. How did you come up with that?
Well, I had to think long and hard because to come up with your derby name is kind of a big deal in the derby world. But mine was kind of easy because my last name is Tice. It's spelled a little bit differently, so no one can ever pronounce it. So I decided to do Tice, T-I-C-E, because I figured that's kind of easier to kind of pick up on. And I'm playing off of the Vanilla Ice song, Ice Ice Baby. So I'm Tice Baby.
That is fabulous. I love that story. And I understand that this is your first game, your first competition. How are you feeling about it going in?
Well, I've been nervous, I can't lie, all day long. I didn't know whether if I should eat or not eat. I didn't know if it would come back or stay down. But once I get my skates on, I'm feeling a lot cooler, so I'm ready to skate.
What's your position?
Well, I'm what they call fresh meat, so I've just passed my skills. This is my first time I've ever skated, so I'm kind of getting the feel of both areas. I can either be a blocker or a jammer, and I think they're just kind of throwing me in to kind of see how it goes tonight.
I also understand that there's a wide age range with the Sugar Beaters. Can you tell me what the age range is for the competition tonight?
Sure, we do have a wide age range on the Sugar Beaters. We've got everyone in their early 20s, all the way up to our oldest competitor, Vintage Vixen, is 68 years old.
That's incredible and inspiring for all the rest of us. And it was a pleasure meeting you, wishing you all the luck tonight on your first competition. And roll on, Sugar Beaters.
Thank you very much.
I have actually found the senior member of the Sugar Beaters, who is 68 years young, and whose name is Vintage Vixen. Miss Vixen, you are 68 years old and competing tonight in the roller derby. Can you tell me how it started and how at 68 years old you are still a roller derby queen?
Yes, I can. I read a story in the Grand Forks Herald, and I was about 2 months from retirement, and I said, that's for me. And as soon as I retired, the next day I showed up at roller derby practice right in this arena here, and that's how I got started, and I've loved it ever since. I hadn't skated in almost 40 years, but I just love it, and it's one of the best things in my retirement.
That is so inspiring to see a woman 68 years old, still a roller derby queen, and I cannot wait to watch Vintage Vixen in action.
That's so nice of you. Thank you. I hope I can show you some good hits.
This is Pamela Larson live at the Blue Line Arena for the Women's Roller Derby.